So, a quick update on the counter-allegations made by 3 of the individuals involved in the protest of the J4MB Cambridge lecture on the 24th of May. To recap, the Cambridge Tab recently published a story claiming that 3 student protesters had made statements exclusively to them detailing allegations that a man who had attended the J4MB talks punched one of the male protesters in the neck unprovoked, then pushed a female protester against a wall. The Cambridge Tab have now posted a short video provided to them by a protester in support of these claims, as follows. Now, as I mentioned in my earlier video, my understanding is that the Cambridgeshire police are currently investigating these allegations alongside 2 other allegations of assault made against the protesters. So, for that reason, I'm just going to report on a couple of relevant updates and leave it at that. And I'm also going to take the precaution of disabling comments for this video. So first, let me play the 2-second video clip again, this time slowed down. I've done a bit of digging and can confirm that the man in the video is John Bailey, who, as detailed in my earlier video, has made a statement to the police about the incident. The woman in the video also identified herself in comments made to a discussion about the allegations in the Cambridge Tab Facebook page. This discussion thread also includes statements from individuals both supporting and contradicting the claims set out in the Tab article. One individual's contributions appear to corroborate the incidents as described in Mr. Bailey's statements, while another claims that attendees of the talk broke through security to come into contact with protesters, and that a number of university proctors and security personnel would make themselves available to verify her claim. The original poster then claims that it was in fact the protesters who broke position and swarmed audience members, leaving via the back route. I reached out to both individuals in the clip via social media. Mr. Bailey made the following statements. I stand 100% by my original statement. I reacted because she had just thrown a drink over me. What isn't shown is that right before this, I was surrounded and stopped from leaving. I would challenge them to show the full clip. I then asked Miss Coburn if the allegation that she threw liquid at Mr. Bailey was true, but she has not replied. However, she did provide a one-word response when I asked her what was the object she could be seen holding in her hand in the video. Dildo. So make of all that what you will. And Mr. Bailey contacted me later this evening to share an audio recording he had made of the J4MB lectures. He advised me that the device was still recording when he and his son left the building, and captures the moment when the crowd react to his assault, his son's comments immediately after, and his call to the police. He gave me permission to publish the recording, and so I'm going to finish by playing the full relevant section of the recording, with the exception of one short edit where Mr. Bailey gives the police his address, starting just after he and his son can be heard exiting the building, and just before the moment of his alleged assault.
see this guy over and say, come on, this isn't the way to life. And he's just like, oh, it's big, man. And I'm like, I'm 16 for fuck's sake. And he's getting up in my face, heading here, screaming at me, calling me a wanker, telling me that I'm a little shit and all this stuff. I mean, I actually shoved him off of me at one point so I could smell his stinky breath, stank of weed. You okay?
Yeah, no, fine. But someone threw orange juice over.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry for swearing, but this is ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous. Which way are we going, isn't it?
I think it's up that way.
Oh, great. Fine, mate.
Who started it?
Well, one of them. I mean, I was saying, you know, you're screaming at my head, and you were like, ugh. And then I turned down, this guy's up in my face, and I'm like, move out of the way. And then someone threw a drink at me, so I lashed out.
When I saw that you got cornered, I was straight over there, like, come on, we just leave this. This isn't the way it's right, no, this isn't simple.
Were you attacked by them?
Yeah, I was attacked by him.
So what exactly did they do to you?
Well, because my son here is 16 years old, and they were getting up in his face, intimidating him. So I said to one of them, do you realise you're intimidating a minor? And then I got surrounded, they wouldn't let me out, and someone threw a drink over me, and I felt I had to defend myself. At which point I was wrestled into a corner where I thought I was going to get the shit kicked out of me.
Then I got shoved around by a big fat guy.
Yeah, you should call the police. You contacted the police.
Oh yeah, that's going to be the thing. Oh no, they're probably
Well, definitely contact the police. So they need to. Whoever did it needs to be arrested.
Yeah, I'd like to report an assault, please.
Really go, mate.
I've been assaulted by protesters outside the Cambridge police. Yeah, I want to report an assault. I'm in Cambridge. It's outside Mill Lane, where there are protesters against a speech that I've been at. I've had an unknown liquid thrown over me. When I tried to push my way out of a crowd of people that were surrounding me, they've then bundled me into a corner and restrained me, and they wouldn't let me go anywhere. I am at the moment. I've got security people coming up to me at the moment to try and find out what's going on, but I want to press charges on this. My name is John Bailey. I don't know. I've probably got bruising on my arms where they grabbed hold of me. They are, yes. Yeah, I was just trying to leave the menu. There's a whole group of them, and there must be 50 or so people. I've just been asked a direct question by the police. So. I appreciate that. It's a security guy. I kind of understand where he's coming from, but he asked me to move away to stop inciting the protesters, which I'm hardly doing. And they've been getting up in everybody's face. They're the ones that are inciting stuff. They were harassing my son, who's only 16 years old. He's with me. I was just leaving the venue. They were harassing my son. I asked them why they were harassing a minor. It's then when I got surrounded, and then I was restrained, and that's when I lashed out because someone threw a drink over me. At least I think it was a drink. I have no idea what it could have been. Yes, I was leaving the venue. It was only myself and my son that were. I mean, we're together, but there are other people that were at the event. But it was one of them. Actually, it was one of those other people that actually came in and managed to get me out of the crowd because I thought I was going to get beaten up. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to speak to him properly. Did they attack you at all? Yeah, my son has been shoved by one of the people as well because he came back to try and help me out. No, I don't. I would imagine that's what they're intending to do, yes. No, I mean, it was a group of people there all pushing and shoving me. I could identify a couple of people, but they didn't actively assault me until somebody threw a drink over me, at which point I pushed out. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, no, that's fine. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, thank you. In fact, I've probably got it all on voice recording because I've been recording the whole thing.
Can't you see it too? There's an elephant in the room.